All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Yuu Yuu Hakusho, episode 70.
All
Bah!
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kurama.
He's beaten him.
You done did good.
So good.
You got him to bust his gut
Guffaw.
and guffaw, laugh. All of the different ways to say laugh. Yeah.
The original YouTuber meta.
Indeed.
Yes.
You laugh, you lose. And we never got to see the face. I'm a bit disappointed by that. Just a little.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
In some ways, it's something that Kurama could never truly surpass our wildest imaginations.
That's
Therefore,
right. Yep.
let's leave it up to our imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll live with that. I mean, we'll be okay.
It'll be a pleasant memory for him, Kenmore, and Blue Ogre.
Yep. And that's about it.
Yep.
And maybe this guy, in case things are resolved in a non-violent way.
Right, if he ends up getting Nakamut or something.
Yeah.
But they have defeated now 2, it would seem, of the people in here, because there was the one dude that got knocked out by the plants and stuff. So
It's with Yusuke now.
Yeah, basically just to go save Yusuke, our distressing damsel.
Or will Yusuke be saved by the time they get there? So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
So far, we have only been successful in opening 2 of the 3 doors that will lead us to the subsequent room.
Right.
Don't tell me that's the reason you guys woke me up.
We woke you up because we discovered this posted warning. The one that says Yusuke dies if we open the door without your approval.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay.
If you know what's
Wow.
good for you, you will give us your approval. Unless you harbor a death wish.
May I remind you that those kind of tactics don't work here, Hiei.
Right, so this guy's stepping on his shadow.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice effort, Urameshi.
It's an awkward pose to hold.
Now what's going on?
Interesting.
He just lets him through.
Of course.
Yusuke is on the next floor up, but each one of you's got to take a different staircase to get to it.
Which one of yous?
What's your reason for
You
separating
Utes?
us?
My reason?
Don't
It's
you
like the
know?
old saying goes. That's for me to know and for you
Oh, okay.
to find out.
You're like, wait a minute.
Was he actually gonna say it?
Here it is. This clever little gadget is guaranteed to blow you away. The always stylish Magiru seal.
Oh, great. Here we go. But Botan, what
Glad you asked. It's a modified
Yes!
version of the classic tattoo seal used as an inmate tracking device in Spirit World jail. Well, they're all blue. Glad to know we're all okay. Everyone except you, Hiei.
I don't need them.
Sure you do. You want to know we're okay.
Touch me and I break your wrist.
Could it be that Hiei has already forgotten that his soul was the first to be lost?
Rebel.
He told you. I'm ready when the rest of you guys are.
I'm all set here.
No words from Hiei.
Uh-huh.
Remember, caution is our ally.
You bet.
Kuwabara's like, yes, caution. What's that again? Uh-oh. That's trippy.
I think I'm going to be ill. Ugh.
Oh, Monsters Inc. Yeah. And now we're near Automata.
Nice.
Amateurs.
When in doubt, break reality.
Yep.
Urameshi,
Yusuke?
Huh.
Okay.
what's going on?
What was the point of those
Why are
stairs
you
then?
just standing there like that?
Just stay where you are. I'm here because I'm stuck. If you get close enough for him to step on your shadow, you'll be stuck too.
Maybe break the light.
That's true. But I'm not the one you should be worried about. One
Ah.
of your friends is an imposter.
What is that supposed
Nah.
to mean?
Among Us? What?
Now, let's begin the next game.
This is
shall
the
we?
mind games.
Yeah.
None of them are imposters, but he's
Right.
making them think they are.
You are only allowed to speak when Yusuke has asked you a direct question.
I don't
Whoa.
know this guy. How do we know he's telling us the truth?
Whoever is being impersonated is currently in our prison. Mr. Urameshi isn't the only one at risk. And for those of you lacking in manners, that means
Gotcha.
if anything should happen to me, the other person we've captured will promptly be killed. Uh-oh. 9 left.
Okay.
All right.
Now-
Cool.
That is cool. But I get the feeling this is a Togashi thing where it's I was totally making that shit up. You're all real.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're wasting time. I suggest you get started.
Don't rush me.
This definitely feels like training, though. Like,
Let's see. What's the best way to weed out a fake? Kuwabara, what's your blood type and when were you born?
Figures. You have to suspect me first off.
Oh, get over yourself and answer me.
Okay, Mr. Krabby Pants, but do you even know my birthday and blood type in the first place?
what's my mother's
I
name?
guess I don't.
This is pathetic.
that's how you know that it's Kuwabara. Like Kuwabara's legit.
All right, Botan. Prove to me who you are by telling me your boob size.
Have you lost your mind completely? You and I both know that I've never told you anything of the sort.
You told me when we were on the roof of the school, remember?
Wait, she did?
You just made that up.
Yeah.
You disgusting pervert.
Damn it. And she almost fell for it, too.
This stupidity is making me nauseous.
Fine, we'll go to you. What's your little sister's name?
That's private information.
Fake.
You know her well enough. I refuse to play this nonsense game.
That is a Hiei thing to do.
Yeah.
Attitude and all.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had little sissy, eh? I bet she's a bite-sized pain in the you-know-what, just like you. Probably ugly, too.
I will kill you.
I forgot Kuwabara doesn't know the relation.
Huh? So everyone knows about her except me?
Well, basically.
Why didn't you punks clue me in earlier?
It's complicated.
Matt, no one's the imposter. Everything just worked out.
We don't have time to talk about this. Oh, have a heart, Kurama. Tell me what her name is.
5 minutes left.
He doesn't even care about the rule. They're all talking to each other.
Yeah.
No
This is
direct
part of his
question.
condition to like immobilize all of
Take
them or
out
something.
Urameshi.
Get
Yeah.
off me! I'm going as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Guys, what's the deal with the stupid-looking name tags?
Oh.
If a certain someone had paid more attention when I was explaining their tools to them, they'd know that these
Oh.
Oh yeah.
You
I
could
forgot.
hurt.
Sorry about that.
You could hurt
You
them.
know,
One of them.
Sometimes I think you might be the imposter.
Wait, that's the one where the only one who can remove the seal is the one who put it on, right?
Yes, because both humans and demons have their own unique
Ah.
energy print.
So try and pull them off. Yep.
This is rather troubling.
What the hell?
He's been bluffing the whole time.
Good
Yeah.
guess, but I assure you there's a fake. Yanagisawa's power is copy, and that is why your seals don't work. He has the ability to copy not only someone's appearance, but their voice, their mannerisms, their memories, and yes, even their so-called energy print.
Then there'd not really be any way to figure out who it is, right?
No, but
You've made a lot of friends and enemies, Yusuke, and now we're doing one of them a special favor.
Okay.
Now make your pick.
I love how they added friends in there. It's like,
You only have 30
Wait, so-
seconds to choose.
like, this isn't necessarily a bad
Just
thing.
throw the
Like,
hostage to be killed and save you the trouble.
what?
Damn. Okay.
Wow, you actually figured it out. How did you know that the imposter was Kuwabara?
I chose him because I know he's used to me pounding his face in, if nothing else. Besides, Hiei and Kurama are too smart and untrusting. They'd never just walk right into your trap.
Yes.
That's a good
or
point.
Scream the word hot.
And if you dirtbags were low enough to take advantage of the only non-fighter, it wouldn't matter if I lost. Even if you killed me, I would come back from the dead and drop kick your ass.
Oh,
So
shit!
Kuwabara was the
Damn!
safest bet.
My hero.
I must say, you're quite impressive.
The game's over.
Right.
Now cough up Kuwabara.
And he better not be injured.
I'd like to introduce to you the master of this plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
it. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Of course. Yeah. I'm being a smug bastard right now.
Yeah.
Tell me, you crazy old hag!
First off, it's pretty fun messing with people.
I thought you might have been behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain it, Fox Boy? Because I am obviously going nuts.
She was trying to teach us a very valuable lesson. A lesson about perception. But there was an ulterior motive here, and I realized that whoever orchestrated this was trying to tell us something about ourselves. That would require someone who knows us well and meant no harm.
Cool.
Yep.
Still haven't given us a reason.
As 3 of you have found out, there will be instances when your physical strength will not be able to help you. So you must
nice.
depend on your mind.
Yeah. Cool.
If you had used that lump 3 feet above your ass, you might have held onto your soul.
Ah! Only
Wow.
3 feet, too!
Are you for real? You actually let those jerks steal your soul? Show some skill.
Oh, and what about you?
Yeah! Yeah, you! Yeah!
Oh, come on. I wouldn't have been caught had I known about that shadow thing.
Are you foolish enough to think that one of your enemies would just hand over that information?
That'd be silly,
If the
right?
enemy captures you, you're as good as dead. Inform them, Keto.
Yep.
Yes, Master.
Yep.
Kaito, Yana, and I, we all went to her compound for advice when we developed our powers.
Oh!
That's
Okay.
where we learned about you, Yusuke.
Gotcha.
As your team, we've only had these new abilities for about a month, same as all the other new psychics.
New
Gotcha.
science.
So there's a
cause
lot of
which
them.
is our greatest threat.
Genkai just filled me in.
Kuwabara with the entrance.
Apparently Koenma found out and never told us. Sakio wanted money so he could drill some doomsday tunnel.
But more importantly, we've
But-
answered the question. Boxers or briefs?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Would you be serious for a second? It's not my fault that idiot stole my clothes.
But how could this be?
Jeez.
I thought Sakio died when he blew up the stadium.
He's dead. We're
Good.
sure of that.
Good.
And now he's rolling in his grave because someone continued his plan without him.
Nice.
The truth is out. Yusuke's kidnapping was a mere precursor to their next great trial. Who has followed in Sakyo's footsteps? And what tragedy awaits if this tunnel is made?
Okay.
All right. Genkai
It was
students.
Genkai.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
Now they're not necessarily Genkai students though, like hard students. They more
Right.
just came to her
New
for
students.
help.
Yeah.
And they call her master.
Right.
But they're not necessarily going through a lot of training with her.
Yeah. Well, or even if they are, it hasn't been going on for a long time.
Right,
And that's
right.
something that
They
that
just
is-
got their powers a month ago.
Right, and in a lot of ways that also that is another reason why it made sense for it to be Genkai, not just because Genkai wasn't there and they were targeting them and all of that stuff.
Sure.
But also because with the way that they're like set up in the show and the OP and things like that, if they become part of the group, it would make sense for them to be sort of new recruits, right?
On their new, like the new progression track.
The new
basically.
progression
Yeah.
track, right? And if you had anyone like that,
Right.
it would follow that they would absolutely be in touch with Genkai, if not now, very soon, right?
Yeah, after
and then
this, at the very
after
least.
this, right? And then on top of that, Genkai isn't here, so there you go. Maybe that's happened already, and that's where the powers come from, right?
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't necessarily have people that just in a month would suddenly be able to do all these things, right? Without someone who actually knows what they're doing to teach them.
Right.
Cool.
And thus we now know that this type of psychic ability is a thing that is not just a thing that's unique to these kids.
Right.
It is
Territory is just a thing.
that is just a type of like a genre, effectively. Some
Yep.
kind of umbrella, like a
Right.
talent tree branch
Yep.
of psychic abilities.
Cool.
You have environments that you can dictate the rules within, and then if people are within those environments, they are beholden to those rules, whether they know what those rules are or not.
Right.
And
And
that's
Yeah.
That's really powerful.
Very powerful, and it's a fun way to keep the fights dynamic, and also feels like the early stages maybe of Nen and conditions and everything. Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing that feels like Togashi was, ironing out if I did hard magic systems, but I kept it within spirit energy and all that, what would be the way to do it? Well, I'd introduce it through Genkai, because Genkai knows, 100 techniques, or what have you. I just use it as 1 to 10 of the techniques. It kind of encompasses some aspect of that. And then I show some example of the boys having to deal with it.
But with regards
see how
to
that works.
With regards to the episode, with the Among Us kind of like, there's a traitor and all that stuff, I really like that it ended up getting to the point where they thought, no, there's no imposter, right?
Because that's what we thought.
Because that's what we thought, right?
Yeah.
And with something like this, where the characters so well, without some kind of supernatural thing that would let you also get the memories and the mannerisms and all of that stuff, you wouldn't really be able to set something like this up that quickly, right?
No.
Because they can just tell with how they're talking to somebody. Yep. Yes, that's Kuwabara, that's Hiei, that's Kurama, that's Botan, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing of you told me your cup size, on the roof,
Right.
At school, no, I didn't,
Yeah,
okay.
That created some great comedy. That created some wonderful little moments where we realized, oh God, they're all legit. So if there's one that's actually an imposter, we cannot find them out through them. We need to find them out through the others.
Well,
these three psychic boys,
and
they're the clue.
And
whatever they would choose, basically.
Right, but then also in a way, it's a form of Genkai teaching them their lesson.
Right.
It might be phrased as a game, but it all comes down to basically sheer dumb luck in a way, because you don't actually have any way to know it's Kuwabara. You hope it's Kuwabara because you would rather punch him than anyone else. And if it's Botan, well, you'll avenge her plenty, right? Like they will be very sorry that they went after Botan, and hopefully it's not Kurama and Hiei, because you would hope that they would be able to protect themselves and not walk straight into a trap, shouting hot or anything like that, because
Kurama with
that'd
the
be silly. They'd know better.
He doubled down twice. He was like, "Oh, but Hiei was the one that."
First got, hit by the trap. Yeah.
First got his soul stolen. But wait, you did?
Right.
Yusuke's like, bro, get good.
And using that as the way to do the little, health tracker things.
Right.
Cool.
That was
which
fun.
then is a setup for how they're going to solve the mystery of who's the imposter. And yet that wasn't even the thing that ended up making them able to solve the mystery.
Right.
Right. So it was just layers upon layers of little subversions basically along the way. And that was fun.
It was really fun. I'm glad that it's been resolved already.
Yes,
because
me
we
too.
could very easily tell, I would say, in the very beginning, at the point once we saw this house, basically we're like, oh, I know what type of mini arc this is.
Right.
Gotcha.
Spoopy place with, weird shenanigans going on.
Right. And I would say I almost hoped, I was like, God, please let this be Genkai.
Because it would be so laughable if it was
so
an actual
lame
serious
and laughable
villain.
if it was serious, because of the way there were so many immediate things that I was thinking of why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? Why aren't they doing this? And I'm like, okay,
cool,
clearly they don't actually want to hurt them.
Right.
Clearly this is a thing where they're trying to prepare them, more maybe advertise to them. I was thinking my other theory that I didn't really think was a legit one, but I was like, it could be this, that they were advertising their new abilities, basically.
And it's like, you want to work
and they're
with
like,
us.
we want to let you know that we're serious, and maybe we can tell something's coming, but we want to team up with the strongest before shit gets wild.
Yeah.
And maybe that could have been it, but no, Genkai is basically saying at some point in the future, y'all will face breaking the fourth wall. They will face something along this nature. And that's cool, because really an enemy utilizing abilities like this makes that bit in the OP with the 1v4 actually seems like it could be really exciting then, because it wouldn't be necessarily just a raw who's stronger.
Exactly.
It would be that and who's smarter and who's quicker and who's more cunning.
There was something also in the episode that felt like a almost like a not a jab, but like an answering a potential question or concern of like potential shonen fans, of Yusuke being like, well, you wouldn't have trapped me if I had, whatever. If this had, I could have beaten you. I'm stronger. All of this stuff. And it's like, yes, you are.
Yeah.
You could, I have no doubt about that. You could absolutely wipe the floor with me in a fight. But I trapped you.
But I got you.
And now I could kill you just by covering your mouth.
Right.
And there's nothing you could do to stop it.
Yeah.
It's like, there you go, right?
I love it as well because, like you're talking about, it's the who would win in a fight. It's
right.
Shut the fuck up, shonen fans. Like that's the dumbest.
Not who would win. There is a fight. Who is going to win? Right.
Exactly.
And there's all sorts of ways that could be decided.
It's so funny at times, but like there's this whole subset of YouTube that is based around
the death battles.
Who would win, and it's the idea of like guys. Spoiler alert. The writer decides who's going to win.
Well, right, and it's all about how well you can cleverly disguise that so it doesn't feel like the world's breaking or anything like that.
Of course,
internal consistency and all that. Yeah.
But it's the idea of like, once you play D&D, you realize, guys, the party is going to win, probably. Guys, just FYI.
Yeah, don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. We're gonna do our best to make this seem like it's as close and as tight as possible. Because that's the most entertaining.
Well, it's not about who will win. It's about how will they win, right? It's about making that satisfying. Mm-hmm. It's not a question of whether or not Yusuke will triumph. No, Yusuke is not going to be smothered by this guy putting his hand over his mouth, right? That's not going to happen, right?
Right.
But we don't know what's going to happen before Yusuke beats this guy. We don't know if it's going to be Yusuke that beats this guy or someone else. Like, who knows, right?
I just love that this is a thing where you're right. Basically, Tagashi is being like, hey, don't worry. Yusuke's obviously stronger.
Right.
But two, fights aren't necessarily the end-all, be-all. Mm-hmm. In regards to how you solve a story conflict.
Indeed.
Sometimes a conversation. Sometimes a witty repartee with a bit of an obfuscated, trick or trap, laid within the social dynamics.
I can't use Nen right now.
And like that, Hisoka lost.
Right.
Forever.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to live together?
It's one of those things where for us, the audience, we're excited to see our characters basically overcome trials and struggles together. Mm-hmm. That's like what makes shonen so wonderful. Yeah. But having moments like this where they're setting up in the beginning of an arc, hey, by the way, your strength won't always work in solving everything. So we're going to set up the parameters by which you can succeed when your strength has, no part to play here.
Yep.
But you need to respect that. You need to absolutely take a bit of humble pie here and respect that.
In some ways, this is a situation where Yusuke is put in a similar scenario to Toguro, because Toguro realized, I cannot beat Genkai on technique. That is not going to work.
Sure.
So I have to make sure that the difference in power between us is so astronomically huge that I can just sort of like Zerg Rush bulldoze my way through her techniques.
Bunga.
Right. Unga Bunga, Big Chungus, Big Bunk, like numbers go burr.
Go burr.
Right, and that's what he's got to do. And if he hadn't been able to do that to that dramatic of an extent, it just wouldn't have worked. Genkai would have rinsed him, probably. Right.
That's an interesting observation, Jacob, because Genkai being in the story at all right now is something I'm still just kind of accepting.
Yeah.
But if this is one of the things that they're utilizing as the hey, our dumbasses are lovable, yes.
But they're dumbasses.
And Genkai needs to be around to provide that wizened experience, basically, that is not just Kurama's just natural cunning, and I would say just, slightly ahead of the curve aspects.
Yeah, he is hundreds of years old after all.
Right.
And while, could we have Koenma be the one giving all of the exposition and lessons and rules about wisdom on the battlefield? Technically, yes. But there'd be something about that just wouldn't quite feel right.
No.
I would love it.
Yeah.
But it might be a bit harder to take seriously.
Just Blue Ogre should have been left to die at this stage.
Damn.
Then
sometimes we have to make hard decisions, and
you
also might have to leave some of your friends behind because you just can't save them.
Require the strongest wills. It's like, what the fuck, Kenmore, sir? Like, when did you become Thanos? You know,
I'll send your severance package to your family, but I don't have a severance package.
And you don't have a family now either.
Oh my god.
That's good, because we're broke.
Oh, man.
Daddy, I shaved the employee expenses by 3% this quarter. Good work, son. Yes, yes. Now get me another Blue Ogre.
But make them an intern. No, that was still an intern. Oh, but he was working for us for like 500 years.
I started paying him like 120 years ago.
What? He wouldn't get me my food if I didn't.
All right, but y'all, we're really excited for this next arc, because if we are getting a demon tunnel, a demon portal, a demon pathway of some kind, and we have vibes of Chimera Antark, and we have vibes of Nen, and we have now the setup for where it's like, shit could get bad for one of your friends.
I mean, well, okay. Yes, but could shit get bad for one of our friends? We literally had 2 undeaths in, like...
Well,
just recently.
Jacob, we could get attached to our 3 psychic boys.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, because you know how it works in Shonen. You don't kill off core cast.
No.
You introduce new characters, like maybe brothers or something that you didn't know existed, and then you kill them off.
Yep. You introduce characters that you're like, oh... new characters, but I like I actually am starting to like them. Oh, they have backstory. Oh, they have things. Yeah, immediate death. You know?
Right.
I'm gonna give you 13 episodes to get attached to this boy before I tear him to pieces.
Exactly.
To reveal the power scaling of the villain. No.
Yep.
No. Now, honestly, I actually feel like, while yes, a lot of the stakes of death are not necessarily as strong.
This was a step in the right direction to help build it back up.
This was a step in the right direction to build it back up, because it's not necessarily about the deaths of the core cast necessarily that ups the stakes. It's also the idea of a threat that's something that they don't necessarily have any way to truly prepare for.
Yep.
And could affect the regular people, much like the stuff with Suzaku and all that did tend to as well. That was probably one of the most terrifying moments in Yu Yu Hakusho, is basically just the idea that Keiko is vulnerable and alone.
Yep. And there's an already creepy teacher that is now possessed by something.
Yeah, Botan thankfully came in and was badass, and
aluminum is good, bat. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
But that situation could be headed our way about 100 times worse.
And it's something where, I know this is probably hopium right here, right? But I have been wanting for a long time for Yusuke's mom to play more of a part in the story. And if it's something where the human world is threatened itself, then that is an opportunity for him to not just be like, oh, yes, my friends are in danger, but like, oh, shit, family and loved ones. And like people that can't really defend themselves. And having that tough talk of like, so here's the situation.
Here's what's been going on.
Because I think she was filled in general because he got brought back to life. But... you know, I don't know how much he's been talking to her about it since then, given how much he talks to Keiko about stuff that happens. So, you know.
Who's Keiko?
It's what gets delivered on his birthday, you know. It's
cake,
you know.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, but y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all of this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.